for a properly balanced force for the greater good. Here, we strive to educate those who must turn policy guidance into military strategy. We demand courageous communication. Open minds are celebrated. Silence is considered cowardly. And simply stated, if there is a war of ideas, we want strategically literate advisors and leaders who are always looking for a fight. Because we know we are all better after we are all challenged. And it appears to us today that the conditions of an interconnected world, interdependent economies, and ever-increasing speed of human interaction all conspire to demand strategic creativity and right now frank discussion about the role of the military element of national power. I hope we can have some of that frank discussion over the next 2 days. In a few moments, I will have the honor of introducing our keynote speaker, Dr. John Mearsheimer. This evening, Dr. Andrew Krepinevich will provide insights into the economic context of the future of land power. Tomorrow morning, General Odierno, the Army Chief of Staff, will be interviewed on stage by Margaret Warner of PBS NewsHour. And around these events and throughout the next 2 days, other outstanding expert presenters and panelists will examine the implications for land power in rival power transitions, social and political revolutions, international organized crime, the changing nature of alliances and partnerships, and the role of the military in advancing U.S. foreign policy. As I'm sure is obvious to all of you, this year's conference comes at a time of great fiscal challenge for our country and for our armed forces. This was brought home to me when I saw the price of lunch. Sincerely, you can imagine putting this year's conference together was unusually challenging. We had to reallocate resources. We actually canceled other activities to do this so that we, the War College, on behalf of the total Army, could plan and execute a conference where we can discuss these very important matters. So the fact we are holding the strategy conference this year, I hope, is yet another indication to you all the importance the Army is placing on strategic analysis and strategic thought. Moreover, our gathering here this week should send an unmistakable signal to all about the importance the Army places on critically assessing itself, its mission, and its role in achieving our nation's broad national security goals. The Chief of Staff of the Army's decision to participate in this event certainly speaks to this recognition, and I hope the fact that I lead off this morning with the rise of China and the decline of the U.S. Army, and I dine tonight with a co-author of Air-Sea Battle, further drives that point home. I invite you to listen carefully and critically to the presenters' arguments and participate robustly in the question and answer period that will follow each presentation and panel.